Howdy everyone, it's your buddy BP. It is April 8th, 2016, Friday morning, which means that it is XUR Day, and it is the last XUR Day before the April update. So you might want to hold on to your coins till next week. We might be able to get some new things. Only thing I could really recommend here this week would be those 3 coins, which you can use to grind for some exotics. But I wouldn't recommend doing that, or at least not grinding for them until next week when the patch finally hits. But let's go ahead and see what he has anyway. Titans this week get Crest of Alpha Lupi. It has a strength and intellect build, focusing mostly on intellect. It has pulse rifle ammo, shotgun ammo, and it focuses on the arc subclass. Its exotic perk is Keeper of the Pack. Revive fallen teammates faster and they can revive you faster. Supers generate an additional orb. This has been really popular in Trials of Osiris, but big news has come out about changes made to the Crucible, and one of the changes is how fast you can revive teammates, namely in Trials of Osiris. I know they've made it so it takes longer to revive teammates. I think the idea of it was to sort of dissuade people from using things like this all the time, though I gotta say, it sounds like the kind of thing that would actually make it more popular, but that's just me. I guess we'll have to wait until the patch hits so we can see just how well it works. Still, for just about any game mode where you have to revive teammates, be it like a raid or anything like that, maybe it's something like skirmish, then I would still recommend this. It's very useful to be able to quickly revive teammates, and the thing looks really snazzy too. It's got all these sort of golden etchings on this white background. It's really cool looking. I really like it. You can't change, well, I guess the other parts you can change with the with your shader, but the actual gold and white parts here, no, that doesn't change. It's always like that. But yeah, it's still something I would recommend everyone should have, so if you don't have one yet, I say go ahead and pick it up. It's a really nice roll too. It's exclusive on Intellect, which I think is nice. So yeah, if you don't have one, pick it up. Hunters this week get the Don't Touch Me gauntlets. I had actually completely forgotten these were an exotic. I use them so infrequently. But yes, it has a discipline and strength build. Its other perks are Impact Induction, Switchblade, Hand Cannon Loader, and Sniper Rifle Loader. Its exotic perk is Defensive Reflex. Taking damage from a melee attack makes you briefly invisible. This was kind of popular way back when the Dark Below was the most recent expansion pack, because you could use it during the raid, during that first part where you're constantly being swarmed by Thrall. You can just put these on, and you're always going invisible. It makes you really hard to be killed by Thrall with this thing on, because invisibility effects work so well in PvE. And I guess I would recommend this for PvE. I mean, invisibility is very useful for escaping nasty situations, but for PvP, where you're going up against like actual people and not the computer, and people tend to be able to see, even with the whole shimmer effect, people tend to see invisible enemies much easier. So in PvP, I would just completely avoid them. In fact, even in PvE, I've rarely used these things. I wouldn't recommend buying these unless you're kind of a collector. There are much better choices out there. So yeah, if you have the coins and you're a collector, I think you can go ahead and get them, but everyone outside of that, I'd say avoid them. Warlocks this week will get the Impossible Machines. It has a discipline and strength build, focusing mostly on strength. It has Snap Discharge, Impact Induction, Shotgun Loader, and Hand Cannon Loader. Its exotic perk is Lightning Rod. Unlocks the Stormcaller subclass No Landfall for free. On casting Storm Trance, fire a bolt of lightning into the ground, creating a devastating shockwave underneath you. This kind of turns your Storm Trance into like a mini Fist of Havoc whenever you activate it. It's not as effective as Fist of Havoc, but if you're in like a really nasty pinch and you're about to get surrounded by enemies and you need to get them off of you right away, go ahead and use these. These are fairly popular in PvP. It's a good way, like I said, it's a good way to get enemies that are getting too close to you off of you very quickly, and it allows you to take another perk for your Storm Trance subclass. Normally the one that extends its range. That seems to be the most popular one, but I see people use Ionic Blink too. So yeah, this is really good for Stormcallers. if you do like using Stormcallers in PvP, and I know some of y'all do, I'm not sure if they're nerfing them or not. I have to check the notes. I don't think the official patch notes have come out yet, but I'll have to research into it. But if you love your Stormcaller for PvP, then I say definitely pick these up. For PvE, they're not quite as useful, I think, but for PvP, Stormcallers, this is a must-have. No weapon this week, but we do get Engrams. We get body armor Engrams. It's been a while since we had these, so if you missed out last time Zor sold them and you haven't gotten like your Twilight Garrison yet, or which one is it, the ATS-8 Tarantella or whatever it is, this could be your chance to go ahead and pick them up. They are 19 coins a piece. We also have Legacy Engrams for gauntlets. Do not bother with these. All those gauntlets that are in year 1 that you can get from a Legacy Engram, they're going to be coming back. So unless you just really need to have that, you know, that feedback fence or those sunbreakers or whatever, unless you really need them right now, you can go ahead and get these. They're 29 coins a piece, but they're coming back next week, so I wouldn't bother. Also, we have glass needles, 3 strange coins, 3 motes, and 1 exotic shard will net you 3. We have 3 of coins. You can get 5 of them for 7 strange coins. I imagine people will be burning through quite a few of these next week after the patch drops. In fact, I'm probably going to be buying some too. I actually have some exotic engrams still in my vault. I meant to open them in a big video, but then Zor sold the body armor engrams, and I was able to get all the exotics that I had, or rather that I wanted, so I was like, shoot, I guess I'll just save these for later. So I guess I'll be able to open them sometime next week, and I'll probably acquire a few more with these 3 coins. But yep, also we have heavy ammo synths. You get a pack of 3 for 1 strange coin. And that just about does it for this video. Look at this, there's like no one here. Even on other weeks when it's normally been very quiet, at least there's usually like maybe 2, 3, 4 people crowd around Zor here when he appears at the tower. But wow, there's no one here. I showed up and there's like no one. There's like 1 other person in the game world with me right now. That's pretty crazy. Everyone's just waiting for the new patch. Nobody cares, Zor. Nobody cares. You know, thanks anyway. Thanks for showing up. What do you think? Do you think we got some really nice stuff this week from Zor? Let me know in the comments section. Also, don't forget to spank that like button if you enjoyed the video or you found it helpful in any way. Your support means a lot to me. And as always, y'all be good to each other, and I will see you in the next video.